All right, now you guys heard that, man. These guys teaching the spiritual Israelite doctrine. With that said, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and safety to the hopefully let all the sincere brothers out there scattered. You heard these guys, man. It's teaching that uh spiritual Israelite, man. Basically that heathens, all right, through their belief in the Lord, can become spiritual Israelites, man. All right, which is complete madness, man. All right, that's a perfect example of adding to the scriptures, man, because there's nowhere in that chapter where the Lord Himself said that this lady, this Canaanite, this heathen woman, uh, became an Israelite, spiritual Israelite, based on her belief in Him, man. All right, so this is Hebrews 8:13. It says Yahweh Shai Mashiach the same yesterday and today and forever. All right, based on what these guys teaching, they saying Yahweh Shai changed, man. The Lord changed, man. He's not the same. All right. Let's get the account in Matthew's chapter 15. Chapter 15, and let's start at verse 22. It says, "And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth after us." Verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right, so that don't change, man. All right, that don't change, man. According to you guys' doctrine, the Lord changed, man. All right, in the next uh two chapters, man. I mean, it's a lock in verses, man. All right, He is not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. Okay, then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread, which that bread is symbolic of Yahweh Shai. They was right on that, and cast it into dogs, and cast it into heathens. All right? Backing up his statement in the previous verse, he is not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And she said, Truth. All right? Even the heathen acknowledged that that's the truth. Lord, yet the dogs, the heathens eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table. All right. So those crumbs is I'm gonna show you what those crumbs they gonna eat, man. All right. And it's not the bread, man. Okay. All right. But according to these guys, she became a spiritual Israelite at that point, man. All right, that's what makes her a spiritual Israelite. But the Bible don't say that. That's Catholicism, basically, man. All right, that's the Christian doctrine, man. The Catholic doctrine. That's not biblical. That's not sound biblically, man. All right, there's nowhere in the Bible where uh, the heathens are referred. The heathens that believed in Yahweh Shai um, became spiritual Israelites, man. Okay, so it says. Then Yahushua answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith, be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole at that very hour. And based on this interaction with this Canaanite lady, all right, and the Lord um, healing her daughter, all right, these guys teach that she became an Israelite. Okay, so that's basically saying that the Lord is not the same. All right, because in one verse, the Lord said he's not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Who sent the Lord to the lost sheep of the house of Israel? The Most High, man. All right, and the Bible clearly tells you that the Most High don't change, man. Okay, the Most High don't change, man. All right, so these guys are teaching false doctrine, man. They're literally teaching doctrines of devils, man. That's what you call a doctrine of devil, because that's Catholicism. All right, that's what that is, man. So um, that's a perfect example of adding to the scriptures, man. And we know the judgment. Okay, so now let's get a precept, man. Let's show you um what the Lord was what is referring to. They gonna eat the crumbs. Okay, let me show you what crumbs they gonna eat, man. Basically, by not being destroyed and being allowed to serve us, the elect, in the Lord's kingdom, man. That's the crumbs they gonna eat, man. So let's get it, man. Let's get it. This is Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and yet choose Israel, not the other nations, man. This is plain, man. Straight to the point, man. Okay? These guys twisting the Lord's words, adding to the Lord's words, saying this woman became a spiritual Israelite not based on the Lord's words, maybe based on y'all doctrine, all right? That Jesuit doctrine that y'all teach, but not based on what's written in these scriptures, man. He said he's gonna have mercy on Jacob, man. The literal Israelites, man. All right? The righteous of Jacob, and yet choose Israel. Yet choose Israel, not the other nations, man. All right? Despite how much they want to be a part, despite how much you want them to be a part, all right? This is what's written, man. It says, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, just like that Canaanite woman was cleaving to Yahweh, man. All right. She say she'll eat the crumbs that fall from the master's table, man. All right. The same way you Negroes in America today cleave to the so-called white man. All right. And you eat the crumbs that fall from Esau's table, man. All right. That's what you do, man. All right. That don't make you an Edomite. Okay. A spiritual Edomite. I mean, what you got are worshiping the image of the beast. All right. Teaching those doctrines. All right. And based on y'all beliefs. Okay. So it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. All right, so that's the crumbs they gonna eat, man. Being allowed to be servants and handmaids, all right, in the Lord's kingdom, man. All right, not fellow citizens, man. All right, there's no equality in the Lord's kingdom, man. All right, there's no equality, man. Okay, so we're gonna possess, all right, that Canaanite woman. She's gonna be a possession, all right. If she cleave to the house of Jacob, all right, which in that chapter and verse in that account that I read, that's what she was doing. All right, she will be allowed to be a servant and a handmaid. She will be a possession, man. All right, not a fellow citizen. Okay, so it says, and they shall take them captivity, whose captives they were, whose captives they were. So that crushed all that Jew and Greek, like those Greeks are Edomites that believed in the Lord, man. No, all right, they're going into captivity according to the scriptures, man. All right, according to the scriptures, man, according to what's written, uh, uh, they're going into captivity, man. Whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors, not be fellow citizens, man. All right, not fellow citizens, man. So it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy bondage wherein thou was made to serve. So that's the point on that, man. I want to bring out and show you. All right, that's the crumbs, man. Okay, that's what they gonna eat, man. They gonna eat servitude, man. Okay, they're going to be allowed to be servants and handmaids, all right, in the Lord's kingdom, man. Okay, so not fellow heirs, man. They're not spiritual Israelites, man. Okay, period, point blank, man. So let's get another one. Let's stay in the book of Isaiah. Let's get Isaiah chapter 60. So these guys are truly bugging, man. Truly bugging. Teaching that spiritual Israelite heathens can become Israelite doctrine, man. That's Catholicism all the way, man. This is Isaiah 60 and 10. It says, and the sons of the strangers, those same strangers that cleaved, all right, to Israel, shall build up thy walls, shall build up thy walls, and their king shall minister unto thee, shall serve thee. For in thy wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore the gates shall be open continuously, they shall not be shut day or night, that men may bring into thee the forces of the Gentiles, the wealth of the Gentiles, man. All right, that's what that word forces um, means, man. All right, the wealth of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be bought. For the nation, the Gentiles, the heathens, and kingdoms that will not serve thee will perish. All right, so either you serve, all right, as servants and handmaids in the Lord's kingdom, or you're going to perish, man. Period. Okay? So, not fellow citizens, man. All right? Heathens can't become Israelites, man. All right? It says, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Utterly wasted. All right? Destroyed, man. So, the Lord didn't tell this Canaanite woman, oh, okay, since you got so great faith in me, you become a spiritual Israelite now. You're a fellow citizen, all right, with the saints, man. Okay, these guys truly bugging, man. Um, let's get another precept. Let's stay in Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 61. So those are the crumbs, man. That's a blasphemy, man. Basically, all right, you putting words in the Lord's mouth. Show me in the Bible where it said that a heathen can become a spiritual Israelite. All right, they taking that Ephesians when it talks about fellow citizens, they taking that out of context. I showed you who your fellows was, man. All right, Ezekiel chapter 37. Read Ezekiel chapter 37. All right, it'll let you know who, I believe 37 and 19, if I'm correct, but it'll show you who your fellows is, man. All right, your fellows are other Israelites. So this is Isaiah 61, and I'll just read verse 5. It says, and the strangers shall stand and feed your flock. All right, so they're gonna be servants and handmaids, man. Okay, not fellow citizens, man. All right, they're gonna feed your flocks. And the sons of the alien, the strangers, the heathens, the Gentiles, shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers, man. All right. So that sounds like servitude to me, man, not being fellow citizens. Okay. And remember, the Lord don't change, man. All right. It's you guys that's twisting the scriptures, that's changing the Lord's doctrine, not the Bible. The Bible consistent, man. The Lord word is consistent throughout the Bible. All right, you can go to the book of Revelation 21. It tells you the kingdom of heaven only has 12 gates, man. All right. It tells you the only ones that was able to learn the song was the 144,000. Okay. It tells you who's the Lord's first fruit, man. All right. Who has the seal of the fathers in their forehead? All right. Israel, man. Who's exempt from judgment? All right. So it says, verse 6, but ye shall be named. Okay. So this is a clear distinction, man. All right. The heathens, the strangers, all right. They're going to be plowmen, all right, and vine dressers, man. They're going to feed the flock. All right. But ye, talk about Israelites, shall be named the priests of the Lord. The priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of your God. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles. Eat the riches of the Gentiles. And in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. Boast yourselves. All right. So it says, let's jump down to 9. It says, and their seed shall be known among the Gentiles. But I thought the Gentiles that believe are going to be fellow citizens and become spiritual Israelites. All right. This is specifically talking about a seed, man. All right. You can't, this is not spiritual Israelites. Just talk about the seed, man. All right. That's so it said, and their seed shall be known among the Gentiles. A clear distinction. All right, between Israel and the Gentiles, man. Not this Tower of Babel confusion that you guys teaching, man. And their offspring among the people, all that see them shall acknowledge them that they are the seed which the Lord have blessed. The seed which the Lord have blessed, man. Okay? So basically, man, that's the point I want to show you and let you hear these guys teaching these crazy doctrines about the Canaanite woman becoming a spiritual Israelite, all right, based on her faith in Yahweh Shai, man. All right, they're going to be servants and handmaids, man. Okay, servants and handmaids. It didn't make no distinction between some Gentiles and the other Gentiles. No, they said the strangers. That includes all of them, man. All right, you can't become an Israelite, man. All right, that's why it says the seed, man. Okay, the seed. All right, that's why in Revelation it talks about 12 gates. All right, it talks about the 144,000, man. Okay, it talks about 144,000. Those are the ones that has the seal of the Most High. All right, the Lord only made a covenant, a contract with the Israelites. All right, this new covenant is only to Israelites, man. It's not to other nations. So how, all right, how are they going to be fellow citizens in the Lord's kingdom, man? All right, they're not under contract, man. All right, so you making all this up, man. This is Catholicism 101, man. Okay, and basically that's the point, man. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.